Yo yo people, Decepticon here from Vex Elite and the Vexicons, and welcome to another one of my Q&A interviews. This time around I have a very special treat for you. I have the one and only, the legend that is Balkan. Now please enjoy this video. Please make sure you hit his channel up on YouTube if you haven't already. He's got some brilliant videos on there. So as soon as you've watched this, jump straight on there, give him a little subscribe, maybe send him a little message here and there. Please enjoy this video, people. Please like, please subscribe. Peace. So we will kick this straight off with something real simple. Could you tell us something about yourself?
First, hello. Thank you for having me here in your interview. Much appreciated.
Cheers, mate.
And yeah, about me. How should I start it? What does people like to know? Let's say, yeah, my name is Balkan. Also known here, my character name Balkan Beyond. I started playing DC Universe online even before the release on the beta and then release. So it's actually, I think on November, if you can't include the beta, 5 years. And yeah, what else you want to know? I'm a daily player actually, or actually I was back in the day more daily. Now I take a step lower, so I don't play as much as back in the past, but still I enjoy the game, have a lot of fun, having still friends here doing stuff, and yeah. Was that enough?
That was brilliantly answered, mate. Absolutely brilliant. We'll move on to our next one. Now this one, if people out there don't know the answer to this, well, where have you been all this time? But I have to ask you, what is your role and what is your power?
Oh, my role. I'm playing a healer, Celeste. Nah, I'm joking. Of course, I am a gadget DPS, as always. Sometimes people tell me, Balkan, play support. Yeah, I troll sometimes, but I suck at trolling. It's actually easy, but it's just me. I'm a full life DPS. So, yeah, gadget DPS.
Brilliant. The next question is, what do you like better, PvE or PvP?
Honestly, I was always a PvE player. I like PvE more because I like to, let's say, do hard raids, do difficult stuff, get together with 7 friends, do a raid. It is fun, and then when you finally achieve it, beat it, then you're so proud of it. So that feeling is always great in PvE games. I also like in PvP as well in DC, but I'm not more that much PvPing as I used to, because DC did a lot of changes in PvP. So for example, advanced mechanic, weapon mastery. I mean, you kill your enemies now so quick. They're not more long fights. It is actually just if you get block broke or if you get launched, you're dead. This is how it is today. So it is still sometimes fun, but not more like it used to be. I would probably do a lot more PvP when they put some old stuff, old school PvP back. But yeah, I will. If yeah, to answer your question, it is PvE. PvE.
Brilliant, mate. Now we will move on to your next one, which is why the character name.
Why the character name? So actually, my first character was called Balkan, but I'm not more called Balkan because of stuff happened in the past. So now my character name is Balkan Beyond. Why did I choose the name Balkan is because actually I live in Germany. So to answer that as well, maybe you have the question. So I live in Germany, and my parents came from the Balkan countries. My mother's from Croatia, and my father is from Serbia. And I came here, and yeah, from the Balkan countries. So I'm also speaking the Balkan languages like Serbian, Croatian. It's actually the same. And I also found that Balkan sounds like a name. You know, this is where I'm from, but also Balkan. Actually, you pronounce it Balkan. Balkan. So, but yeah, in English you will say Balkan like it is pronounced. So, I choose the name because it is where I'm from, and also it sounds like a name. And the Beyond I put afterwards is because yeah, I'm a huge Batman fan, and a lot of people know Batman Beyond, and then I just put Balkan Beyond. So
Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
But I must admit, mate, that answer was superb, because everything you said there, I pretty much didn't know any of it. So for you to answer that like that was absolutely brilliant.
Alright.
So we will move on to your next one, which is, what do you think of the current state of the game?
The current state of the game, I would say, a lot of people, like I say, I have to mention that in your interview if I'm allowed to, a
Yep.
lot of people are moaning, DC is dying, DC is so bad. I don't want to say the other cuss words, but yeah, so much moaning. The thing is, I think DC is not dead in my opinion. I think the game is still active. The thing is just what I noticed, and it is true. A lot of old school players are leaving. I mean, I took a break as well. I was kind of bored of it and not happy with some of the updates, changes. But I again started again, so a small break was not bad. So I started missing the game stuff. But yeah, about the game is, it is actually a great game, and the current state about the game is, a lot of people play it. I don't know what to say. It's still fun. Of course, some things change, bad and good things actually happen, and I don't know. I mean, this is, I think, will be a long, good running game. For that reason, is first it is on the PS4, and I think it's the only PS4 game at the moment which you can play on that console, PS4, online without any subscription. You don't need
Yep.
Legendary or you don't need PlayStation Plus. So you
Yep.
will always have young kids or people or kids, they, let's say, have the console but not the money for a subscription. So they will start downloading DC and playing it. And later when they get older or get money from Christmas, they spend Legendary membership or something else in the game. So I think the game is actually, about some stuff, yeah, still in a good shape, but of course it has now some bad stuff. So I would say it is currently a great game. Still.
That was brilliant. Right, we will move on to your next one, which is, now this is going to be real hard for you to answer. I'm hoping it's going to be hard for you to answer because then it makes for a great video. What are your top 3 leagues ever?
Top 3 leagues ever. Can I also mention leagues that are not more active?
Yep.
Or...
Yep, this is all for you,
Alright.
mate. This is all yours, so you can say whatever you want.
Okay, this is a tough decision. So everyone else, if I don't mention your league name, please don't hate. It's just my personal opinion, and it is like currently. It could change tomorrow, who knows? But right now, I would say first league, which I would mention, but is not more active, is Mass Terror. Maybe you heard about this league?
Yep,
It
I
was
remember
a
Mass
villain
Terror.
league. Oh, cool. So that was actually an old league where I was in. But before Master was created, they all were heroes, and we all started together as heroes. And we was in a league called Sanction. But then we kind of split up, and most of the guys go to the villain side. I was still good with the so yeah, some of them, but I stood on the hero side because I'm loyal to Batman. I'm sorry, but yeah, actually great guys. That was the first actually people which I was always playing with, and yeah, shout out to Mastero. Even when you don't see them anymore, great guys. And the second league I will pick is the old school Team Awesome. That was yeah, when actually all my friends go to the villain side, then I had to look for a hero side. And then back in the day, the leader of Team Awesome was Guardian Angel. Some old school players should
Yep.
know him. Yeah, I sent him a request and he invited me and he helped me through a lot of things, always active. And yeah, that league I have to thank a lot because with that league I became better in DPSing, trolling. They teach me good because I have to say, just it's not a question, but before I was not a DPS. I started the game as a controller. I was 6 months a troll. Then I started being a DPS. So just to let you that know, small information. And yeah, with TI I started being DPS and they saw some potential in me. I know movement, everything, and yeah, that was it. And the third league which I will pick, this is a hard question because now I have to think really good about. Um, yeah, I would like to mention leagues. which I had also a lot of fun with, you know. I mean, I'm not picking leagues right now, they're the best top scoreboard, everything all the time, but I also like the league which is still active, Imperial Legacy.
Yep.
Some of my friends are running that. Some of them I known before they was before in the League Council Condor, but then some of them split up, created Imperial Legacy. I was with them. Really helpful people, helped me through a lot of stuff. We was playing together, had a lot of laughing and everything. So I would say from first to last, first Mass Terror, Team Awesome, and then Imperial Legacy. Prepared.
We will move on to your next one, mate. Now, this question is going to be once again very tricky for you to answer, but that is the plan. Who are your top 5 players of all time?
My top 5 players of all time. That is a good question because there are so many people I could mention, but to pick just the top 5, this is really hard. So, and I know after this question I'm gonna be fat, but okay, let's go. Let's go. So people, if I don't mention your name, I still like it. I just had to decide. Like I said, like it with the league question, it can change tomorrow. So right now, I would pick. Which name will I pick? I would say first, I will pick my first leader in TA, Guardian Angel. He helped me through a lot of stuff. He was really helpful. He invited me to this league back in the day, and I would say he is the top one. I will even mention him as the first of all. And as the second character, which would I pick? I think I will. Well, no, she's coughing. Okay, I will pick as number 2 Orbit because he helped me also quite a lot, and he was a good friend to me and also with the YouTube scene. I mean, thanks to him I got also a lot of subscribers, and I was with him in the people's podcast, so I spent a lot of time with him, had some fun and everything. So I would say he was all. It is not really in a particular order. I just picked so by the way. So
Yep, that's
just
brilliant.
saying. Okay, and
Oh, but if you're watching, see, he's just saying it. That's it. You're not number 2. You could be number 1. He's just
you could be
saying
number one. You could
this
be
is
also number
not
five.
yeah,
Who
this is
knows?
not particular order. Just letting you know.
Okay, and for number 3, which I will pick is this is hard because now it gets harder and harder. Um, I will pick also as well God's Disciple
Yep.
because with him I also was playing Elder Scrolls when we stopped playing DC for a while, or I did with him also some videos. Had some fun, also helpful guy, friendly. Maybe, I think you know God's Disciple by the way.
Yep. He makes some of the funniest videos I've ever watched. He knows I've told him he is the king of cutaways. If you like Family Guy, if you like American Dad, just watch God's videos because his sense of humour is straight up there. It seriously is. His cutaways are just, they're bang on point. They really are. He's a superb video maker.
Yeah, I would say that yeah, number 3 is God's Disciple. So I think as number 4, I will pick my friend Samira. She is in Team Awesome, a cool girl. I met her, I think, 1.5 year ago. I can't even remember. Such a good friend is that, but yeah, I'm a lot running with her stuff, talking to her, have a laugh, doing stuff. So I will put her as number 4. And yeah, for number 5, I will pick my friend. He was with me in Council Condor, but he's now in Pure Legacy, but he's not more that much active. His name was, yeah, he's known by the name King Artorius, Ackerson, Fifi. He had a couple of tunes, but yeah, I will say King Artorius. With this guy, I had so much laughing. I was fighting with him so many times, arguing, but then later we was laughing. So he was one of the guys. I would say, man, this guy really make pissed me so many times off that I was also so many times laughing with him. So I would say King Artorias. So yeah, that was my top five, but not in particular order. It was just randomly. And if I missed someone, I'm sorry. I know I can make everyone happy. It was just the names that came up in my mind.
Right, all what's left for me to say, Balkan, is thank you very much for this interview. I really do appreciate all the time you've given me. You've given me superb answers, and I'm pretty sure all your fans and all the people watching this video are going to love the answering of the questions what you gave. Now, all what's left for me to say is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to?
So first I want to say I appreciate being here. So first that, and if I want to give anyone a shout out, actually I want to give a shout out to everyone in DC, to the people which I can't mention in my top 5, because if I shout out someone he's the top 6, so I will just say everyone, thank you for playing DC, thank you for listening to my friend Decepticons, and yeah, that was actually it from me. Thank you for having me here. Much
Brilliant.
appreciated again.
Thanks for that, mate. Cheers, everyone.